Welcome back to Finish First Financially. Goran Radanovic here with another question from Reddit. I'm going to read it and give my take on it. Obviously, not financial investment advice. It says, decrease 401k contributions to get a house sooner. Hello, I'm 26 years old and I'm looking to get a house in my area for around $300,000 to $400,000. I'm not married but have a long-term partner and I'll be buying it myself. I currently live with my parents with no rent bills. I make $92,500 per year and max out my 401k with 24% contributions, plus a 10% match from my company. I have $140,000 in a high yield savings account and $108,000 total in my retirement account. So he's doing really well for his age. I want to move out in the next year or two. Between now and then, should I decrease my 401k contributions to 10% to still get my company match so I can get more liquid money to put towards a bigger down payment, potentially pay in cash eventually? All right. So first of all, well done on doing so well at such a young age. Now, here's what I would do in this situation. I would actually save money until I had all of the cash that I need to buy a house. So you're 26 and you're making a really good salary, $92,000 a year, living with your parents. So there is actually no reason why you shouldn't be able to save $4,000 every single month. You absolutely should. With your current income and your current lifestyle, at the minimum $4,000 a month. If you're not saving that much, there's probably expenses that you can reduce or completely eliminate. So look at that. If you are saving $4,000 a month in a year, close to $50,000, I would stay with my parents if I was in your situation until the age for the next 4 years. $50,000 for the next 4 years, I've got $200,000. On top of that $140,000 that you've already got in savings, there's $340,000 that I'm going to have by the age of 30. Now, is it taboo to be living with your parents at that age? Sure, it's not really the standard, but everybody is going to understand why you're doing it because you've got a big goal. You're in a really good position to own a home by the time you're 30 years old. You'll be able to pay with it with cash. So it's a situation that you're in a really favorable situation. And even if it means that you're going to decrease your 401k contributions for now so that you can save that cash to pay your house off completely by the time you're 30, that is a fantastic position to be in. And remember, even though you decrease these expenses to 10%, as you mentioned, you're still making some contributions and your employer is still matching them. So it's not like you've completely stopped all contributions. And even if you had, you're going to own a house by the age of 30, and then you'll still have the next 35 years to save up for retirement. But with your plan, making in 10% contributions with your employer matching it, and then you carry on from the age of 30, and you are going to be in a sweet, sweet situation, my man. This is going to be fantastic, even if it means that if I was in that situation and I have to stay with my parents until I'm 30, I want to buy a house with cash. I don't want to owe anybody any money. I know that I'm sleeping under a roof that belongs to me. At the age of 30, you have got a really, really good opportunity to have a paid off house and then to start building for a fantastic retirement. You've got a great income. It's probably going to increase throughout the years. And you are in a wonderful situation that I think a lot of people will envy. And I would take advantage of it by still continuing to save my money. And then if it means that I have to decrease my 401k contributions for the short term, and they're still making some contributions anyway, in the long term, I'm going to have actually everything that I want. And from the age of 30, I'll be able to dedicate even more money to my retirement. So I wish you all the best. If you want to learn more about how to reduce your expenses, how to get out of debt, and how to save for your retirement, Get my book From Homeless to Debtless with Savings. I'll put a link to it in the description box below the video. I wish you all the best. Until next time.